Hey guys, it's Tark with Cyclone FPV. We've been working. Today's Sunday, September 13th. We've got a bunch of work to do. My wife has instructed me to get it all done so that I can have some spare time to go hang out, and she's right. So we're going to knock it out right now so I can get back later and do the rest of my work. All right, so this is going to be a RMA on this one. This is going to be for the HGLRC, and I'm going to get this open. This is actually not an uncommon issue. There's a Tarsier camera issue, and again, I'm going to hammer on Caddx about this because I really feel like they have screwed up with their product here. But I haven't looked at this one yet, so let me see. But I can tell you that it is very frustrating to continue to get these. And you know, man, this guy uses some nice paper. Scott, this is gorgeous paper, man. All right, so Scott asked me to make a video on this one. This is his. This is not an issue of, oh, I got to keep it his name hidden. He asked for it. He asked for a video, so I'm going to knock this out for him. And at the same time, I'm telling you, this is some seriously thick bonded paper here. Nice job. All right, so let's go ahead and just get this open and see what we got. I have a feeling I know what it is. I'm going to be bothered if it's the same thing as it is on the rest of them. Scott, we got to work on your packing abilities here. It's not so good. Ooh, this thing has gone to crap. What happened, Scott? Scott. Now what, Scott? What happened? This looks like poo. So I need to go review this RMA again because I did not realize. I know it was in here for one thing, but now I need to go check to see what else is going on. Scott, what happened? Okay, so let me go to the RMA number, keyboard. All right, Scott, let me look at what you got going on here. TX 30 came off, crashed, local batteries disconnected, and the Wi-Fi was already not working, and I called you previously. This happened, it was flying a gentle wind, it's because take video at sunrise, okay. Holy moly. I just read the last part of your message, Scott. I didn't read all that before on your personal side, and I always be sending pressure away, brother. I wish you the best. And with that said, I understand the urgency on this one. So let me look at this real quickly and then see. So it took a hit, pretty severe one apparently. But on top of it, the reason Scott opened the RMA initially was because the Tarsier was not working. Like with some others that we've had, the Wi-Fi quit working altogether. So I'm going to check the Tarsier out real quickly, and then I think, so then some other damage happened here. Let me see. There was another issue with this where what was already not working. Okay, the TX 30 came off. It did, that's correct, and that. So I think it's fair to say, Scott, what I'm going to do, I mean, you know, I don't know. Let me quit stuttering for a second, okay, and get my thoughts together here. So first thing I'm going to do is open this up because that's what I need to do. I need to check this out. Anyway, I have to do my due diligence on this, okay, and see what's going on. All right, and we're going to approach this in a few different ways. So I'm going to put I'm going to start setting these parts in different sections here. You know what? I have these little plastic containers. Let me get one because they're actually very heavy. If I can find them. Let's see the key is, can I find little cheapy things? Never find it when I need it. But they're very good for keeping things organized. Except the organized thing needs to be there. Because now I can't find it. Darn it. Oh, I'm on a mission to find this stuff and I'm going to find it. Everything ends up everywhere around here. And I'm not giving up. Except right now I give up. Because I don't have time. So, the little organizers, little plastic organizers for screws and stuff. And, of course, can't find it, but I do give up. I said I wouldn't give up, but I have to give up. because I need to continue. All right, so let's look at this one piece at a time. We're going to gut this sucker first, okay? And we're going to see what we're working with. We're going to address this part by part. And I will tell you, Scott, that if I find this Tarsier is bad, I will make a gripe for you directly to them myself. I have had enough of this company. Caddx, I am going to tell you flat out. Okay, so look, here's the deal, right? And I don't get paid to talk good about anybody, right? I don't get anything for free. I don't get any trial stuff. I don't get any bonuses like some of these con artists that do these videos and they're making money on the side doing them, so you wonder if their rating's legit, right? And I've said this from day one, and I don't think I don't get offered. We get offered. I just refuse to accept it. It's like payola. You can't, no extra money to pay. It's just brutal honesty. That's how we do it here, and sometimes the honesty sucks. So I'm going to tell you flat out that Caddx has dropped the ball so badly on this thing that I don't know what they were thinking, but I have flat out honest truth. It's been the #1 repair I've had. Is as far as camera wise, this is the most failing camera, okay, I've had. Now, so right off the bat, what we have here is a completely burned out setup. Now, oh my God, the whole thing's like on fire here, or was on fire, it looks like. So I don't know if you can see this. So we've got a burned out setup, okay? And so this is going to be quite a bit of work here. So I'm just going to take the whole thing apart. This is unfortunate for Scott. And Scott, while I'm very aware of what you've written me, I will show you the same respect I would any other customer, and that is by checking to make sure that nothing's been tampered with. I don't play favorites to anyone. It's not my job to. I always consider these things that come in a test from HGLRC. I wonder if they're ever just like, let's send him something and see if he knows what he's doing. So that being said, I'm going to check into this right now, and we're going to do this live, and we're going to find out what's going on. So the first thing that we can tell, and I'm going to desolder the motors because right now I can't move anything and I don't feel like untaping all this junk. So I'm going to desolder the motors real quickly if I can. You know what, to be honest with you, it's going to take too long. Let me just do this. This thing is not doing too good. And to be honest with you, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was so zoomed in. I apologize very much for what I've done there. Just so that you know, get all these boxes out of the way. So I just want you to see, I don't know if you can see this bin. Okay, you see this bin right here? This is a bin of drones that need to be worked on. Not drones that are like normal. These are like demolished drones and things that I said I'm going to go work on. And then when I'm done, I'm going to give them away or try to help people that can't afford stuff. But it turned into a bin that, like a graveyard, okay? And I'm going to show you, I'm digging for something right now because there's a purpose behind this. Okay. And you'll see what I'm talking about here. When I get done taking Scott's apart, it's going to look familiar. It's going to look very similar to another one, I'm afraid. And if I can find it, as long as I put everything in its proper place, which that in itself is a safe bet against me usually. Let me see what I got. Okay. Nope. Well, my safe bet is that I don't know where I put it. So I think I grabbed it because I was going to be working on it. But in either case, what I'm referring to is another quad that I had to disassemble like the one I'm doing right now. And there's another one sitting over there. I'm sorry, I thought I could kind of show you what we're working with, but forget it. Now let's just get this job done. I apologize. I just wasted your time there. So let me get these off. And I'm going to have a talk with HGLRC about a few things as well. I believe HGLRC makes a decent product, guys. I wouldn't be with them this long if I didn't. As you know, I've dropped companies, whether it's been for the quality or whether it's been for their attitude or whether it's been just because, well, their attitude mainly, because sometimes companies just think they're God's gift. And I swear to God, nothing makes me happier than to tell them that they're not and then tell them to piss off. But let's just get to this one here because this is concerning. All right, so that's one motor out, and then we'll do the next one. I guess the point was on this one is that I was going to go grab some bags. You see, this is one of many, and I don't know if it's, I don't know what the ratio is. I can tell you that HGLRC's product here does pretty good. Their failure rate is exceedingly high on this style, in my opinion, because of one of the biggest problems has been the Tarsier failing. And what you end up having is you have a drone that crashes because the customer loses video, and when it crashes, you have all this extra damage as a result, right? Damage that could have been avoided, or that wouldn't have happened had the customer not lost video. Now, on the flip side, I don't have a flip side, because I was going to say, well, that's part of drones, but it's really not. And if you crash because of your skill level, that's one thing, but when you crash because your hardware fails, I mean, I guess I'll give you a little bit of leeway on that one. All right, so we're getting down to it here. I got the soldering iron on. This is terrible. Okay, so let me see where I'm at here, because from the looks of it, I can't tell if the capacitor has gone bad or shorted out as well. But I think you can just tell. I mean, if you look at this board, I mean, this thing is toast, right? Now, this happened after the fact, because I did have an RMA on this prior to this crash about the Wi-Fi not working on the Tarsier. My guess is that everything just kind of went to crap after that. So let's just start gutting it all. Okay, I got little burned ashes here on my desk now. Some of the screws are bent, so this impact, whatever it was pretty hardcore. So I'm not sure that any drone would have survived an impact this hard. Although I will compliment the frame, it did not break, but everything else did. So I guess it's a loose compliment there. So anyways, getting back to this, Caddx, you really dropped the ball. I'm just going to say it like that, and I'm going to continue to stick by that comment until you fix this stuff. And the same, I was having this conversation, I posted on Facebook today about SkyZone. I was happy to carry their goggles, and I do like their goggles. God darn it, guys, when you know that there's a flaw in something, don't put a fix out that requires a person to open up the frame and stuff. That's not their job. Their job is to work to make the money to buy your product that you create. Your job is to create a product that's dependable. If you can't do that, you're in essence taking hard-earned money and you're screwing around with it. And I hate that. So fix it. How hard is that? I mean, where's it? You always hear about all this, like, you always hear about, I'm going to say this lightly because it pisses me off, but everybody always criticizes Americans. Oh, they're lazy, they're this, they're that. Okay, fine. Whatever you want to say, all right? You're pissed off because you're working 24 hours a day to make $1. I don't care, right? We've all worked hard. We're all working hard, all right? But when you sit there and you tout, oh, our work ethic, we're better country, more advanced, more great, congratulations. Put something out that when you know it's bad, fix it, okay? Quit the bragging and everything's manufactured, they're kind of crap, and just get to fixing the stuff. When you sit a $300 pair of goggles, fix it. When you create a camera with dual lenses that's supposed to be godly and it's supposed to do this and that and it doesn't, fix it. Stop shipping it. Because you know what? There are people around here that work their ass off to make $1, right? Not everybody's lazy. Not everybody abuses the system. Some of us actually do this, and we buy it for our kids, and we may work a week so we can save the money to buy something. And then you send this crap, and it fails, right? And then what? You give somebody a free one so that they can say, oh, this is the best product ever. Send me a free one. I love it. They're lying. They're full of it. Okay. And so what do? They end up conning somebody into thinking, oh, well, I trust this person. They're well known. Because they said it was good, it must be good. Bull. They didn't pay for it. All right? So let's get off that crap and start fixing stuff and start shipping out good stuff again. How's that sound? Is that tough for you to do? Sure would be nice. All right. Now, if you don't like it, it's all right. But, I mean, let's just be honest here. This is crap. When you've got a camera that Wi-Fi fails half the time, I've got more repairs on these than any other one. I mean, I can't even describe to you how many of these things I get. And then what, you're going to go complain and send out a notice that RunCam is infringing on your patent? Listen to me. If RunCam is trying to steal your stuff, they're going to go out of business, okay? Because they're not stealing good quality stuff at this point. So let's not jump the gun. Okay, so we have two issues. issue number one is that the Wi-Fi failed on this board. Okay? Fine. Now, because there was a crash afterwards, trying to figure out what the heck's going on here is going to be a little difficult, but doesn't mean it can't be done. Just means that we got to go into like CIS mode here, NCIS, whatever the heck you call it. All right, so we've got our receiver, we've got our cooked VTX here somewhere. We have our, okay, so it looks like this is part of the culprit here, okay? So this is something that I have been discussing with, I've mentioned HGLRC in the past. I don't like it. I wish they would stop doing it. I do think that it's a flaw in the way they put these things together. And again, obviously you guys know I'm their warranty center. So for me to say this, it's like, I'm being honest, you know, I think that there's some areas they can work on. This capacitor idea of putting the capacitor underneath. So let me explain to you, all right? Let's use some common sense, okay? So here's your frame, right? And this little sucker right here is sitting here, right? The only thing that separates it are these little spongy, cheap-ass, what look to be like silicone tubing around a wire that's been, the wire's not been used, so they left them hollow and then cut them. It's like cheap. It sucks. I hate these things. I hate them. Okay, so let's look at the logic of those first. Let's do a rant. Okay, so here's the problem. You've got two issues here. You got a flight controller that if it keeps moving all over the place, you're going to have this wobbly jawed flight, right? So you need to use something that's a little stiffer to hold it in place. Then you've got the problem of, well, you've got vibrations that are going to make the gyro jump all over the place and blah, 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 and then your stuff's going to come out all glitchy anyway. Fine. There is a happy medium somewhere in between there, which is to use both, okay? But when you use this crap right here, these little red things, which I know a lot of people use them, so if you do, great. I'm not, you know, we have our feelings, our opinions, right? Except that here's the deal. When you crash, these compress because they are not at their bottom point when they're screwed in. They actually leave them kind of up, which if you want to look at it, when you compress that much weight with the battery on top, you're sending a lot of force down. That material can compress, right? Ooh, that's my son again. My poor kid. He's like, we're gonna take a break so I can say hi to my son. What's up?
What's up?
What are you doing?
Take my boot off.
How's your leg?
Good.
Hey, can you look? Can I see your face, or I gotta look at your butt the whole time? Are you getting ready to play?
They said that's how I call you.
Yes, I do. So look at this though. Look at this, man. Look at this board, Jaden. Can you see that? Can you see how burned that is? I don't know if you can see it. It looked like it caught on fire. See that? Isn't that crazy?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So.
I saw your video.
Did you? Well, I'm getting ready. I'm in a live one right now.
Oh.
Can you say hi to everybody?
Hello.
All right, let me finish this real quick, and I will take a break and play you. So I'm going to ask Sam to turn it on, okay? Well, I'll play Fortnite for a little bit, and then I'll come back to work, and then we can play tonight some more, okay?
Yes, but even Mortal Kombat's not cross-platform.
Oh, it's not? Okay, well, we'll play some Fortnite cross-platform. How's that? So let me put this one to quit making the crazy face. You're live. Everybody can see your crazy face. Oh, my God. You have such... Hey, can we see your cute face real quick now? Okay. All right, bud. Listen, I love you. Let me finish my video. Love you. Bye. Okay, that's my boy. Love you. All right, sorry, guys. So back to my rant, okay? Okay, so it compresses, right? So when it compresses, you risk this problem. So why? Why do people put the soldering on the bottom? Why? Because here's what happens. Here's why you don't. Because this is exactly what caused the problem. So at some point, this drone crashed, okay? But it didn't crash because of this. What ended up happening was when it crashed, the battery flew or pulled, which pulled on this XT30, which pulled this capacitor right out, which grounded the capacitor and the XT30 to the frame and fried it. That's the answer. That's what happened. And I'll tell you flat out right now, look at this, and now look at the frame. Okay, let's zoom in, shall we? Can anybody see where you think we might have had a serious problem? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to try to give it away. But right there, okay? Right here. And if you were to look and line this up, okay, what lines up right there? Your XT30 positive and your capacitor. Stop putting the capacitor on the bottom of the board. It would be easier to just put it on the top, okay? But they didn't, and therefore it comes loose, and then it hits, it strikes the frame. So does the cable. This is a stupid mistake, all right? So that is the reason that we are now in this position, all right? You cannot do this, guys. It does not make sense to put a capacitor that close to the frame. You're just gonna short it out. I mean, I can't say enough about that, and I've said it before. So let's take this off. It's an avoidable mistake that my recommendation is they just got to stop doing it. But again, the mistake came after a crash. The crash is on the customer. The extent of the damage, I mean, I don't know how to put it like that. I don't know the details behind the crash exactly. What I do know is customers crash and damage that comes from that crash. I mean, inevitably, it's like saying I hit a wall in my car on the freeway, and I'm going to be mad at GMC for the fact that my car is dented up. No, it was my fault. But if I hit a wall, and when I hit the wall, all 4 tires go flying off my car, okay, there's a problem then with the manufacturing side, right? So we're just going to gut this down. It's so irritating sometimes because you know you can spot the problem, but you cannot sometimes get people to fix it properly. All right, so here's the board, and I'm going to assume that it is complete toast, but I'm going to plug it in anyway because that's what I need to do. So let me plug this in. Okay, we have activity on the board, so which means we can do something with it. So let's connect, and I'm going to put beta flight up there and see what we've lost, if we've lost anything, or if, I mean, we've lost a lot. Let me just make that clear. I couldn't tell you what it is yet, but the board is functioning, which means that if I'm lucky, no data flash shift found. That's right, never mind. Well, tell you what. Let's look at our Tarsier now, okay? I think what we're seeing here, and I'm gonna go get some, I'll show you what we're gonna do on this. Some of you guys see me do this before. We're gonna do it again. Let's move that out of the way. And let's just get this nice and nasty, okay? When you have burns, when you have stuff like this, and you need to see your components, look at that. Holy crap, does that just come out looking new again? And that way you can tell the difference, because people will see, oh man, it's burned out, it's fried. No, you just have a bunch of shit on it, a bunch of crap on it that we can just clean up. Because all of a sudden, it looks brand new. Again, now let me go get the alcohol wipes. Here we go. Let's clean this up. Ow, shit, all these sharp tools kill me. All right, so let's wipe that off. Let's get to it here. I think all we had here was literally just the burn, like the dust and stuff, the markings, but nothing on here actually looks to be physically damaged at all. So I think we're going to still analyze this board properly. And here's our VTX. So we'll put that over here. Here is our, I believe this is our Tarsier cable. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in. And let's give it some power. And we're going to use our flight controller for that purpose. If I can find a safe port. Let me see. I'm curious to see if it'll work. I mean, what harm is it to see, right? I've seen crazier things. Let's do a continuity test. Pretty sure it's safe to say that we're not going to be able to find a spot on this that is not. You know, let's have some fun, huh? You can't just give up. You got to at least look under a microscope, right? Let's do that. Let's see what we got. Maybe we can find out why it's like that. Boom. So here's where we're talking. Okay, so first thing is, let's see if we can clean some of this up. Let's even see if we want to. Let's get this off of here. Let's get this out of here. I think we're going to be out of luck on being able to try to find any open pad that we could use. So that's unfortunate. Board still lights up under 5 volt, so I will use this board for, I guess, you know, doing some USB work perhaps. So let's get back to business here and see if we can find a way to determine what's wrong here. So I'm going to just fire up the AC to DC step down regulator or converter. Let me get this out of here. Okay. And I would like to use the clips here. Okay. Then what I'd like to do is give myself just enough wire to turn this on. So this is going to go back in our bin of Tarsier death subjects. So there's nothing good coming out of this. And we'll give it the cable as well. It's a shame, but this product has a lot of work that needs to be done on it. I mean, it's terrible. And the thing is, I have to sell it. That's the worst part. Is I have to sell something that I know I don't think is good, but it's because it's part of what, you know, I mean, people, even if you tell them it's not good, which I can't say. I mean, you know, everybody wants to find out on their own, and I think that's fine. If you got the money to find out if something's good or not, go for it. everybody, I think having hands-on like that would be a good idea. But at the same time, for those of you that don't, I'm kind of doing the work for you here, and I'm showing you that it's kind of crappy. That being said, that's going to go away now. That's going to go away now. Hopefully we still have a good receiver. Let's find out if this will at least power up. Whether it's good or not, I don't know, but at least we can see if it powers up. Yep, we still have power. Okay. So we'll hold on to this. Hey, Mama. How you doing? All right, so poor Mr. Scott is making his video right now, and it's pretty brutal. I mean, his stuff is, I mean, it like caught on fire. So, not very good. But, it's not his fault. The crash is, but nothing else. So, let's test the motors real quick, shall we? And we'll put the frame away. We'll go get the motor tester. Babe, do we have any more 132 with the Tarsier?
I think so.
Okay, he's gonna get one of those. We're gonna end up sending him another one. I can't repair this thing. Too much is screwed up, and you can't send somebody back something that's that damaged. It just means you don't like them. Let's see. So I'm gonna check the motors out here. Let's see what we got. One, two, three. Hey, there's something else. You may have to open that box up, babe. I forgot something in there.
What box?
The rover.
Yeah.
There's something else I forgot.
Okay.
I see it now that I'm sitting down here. All right, this motor's decent. Save that. Motor's good. Did you say something, babe?
No, sir.
Oh. I'm hearing things in my head now. Alright, that's two motors. Let's go for another one here. Okay. Nope, this is the dead one. So you got one bad one. Feels like it's got a bent bell on it. There's definitely something wrong in this one. So that's out. So we have one bad one and three good ones, so that's fine. We're gonna label these as good. And they are what? 1106. It's 3800 kV. So 1106, 3800 kV. These are just 9, 13, 20. Okay. see what else we got. We got a VTX. It has been obliterated. Capacitor is gone. XT30 is still good. Okay. Let's see. We need the antenna. Where's my antenna? Got the pop cards, the frame, the pieces to the frame. Here's my antenna. Let's see how this functions. That voltage is, that is 5 volt. So let's do 5 volt. Let's try it is 5 volt. So we're good on that. So let's get our clips. Right here. Put on our VTX at 5 volt. Let's see if we get a signal to the TV. Okay, first is, do we even have a signal here? I'm mixing too, that's why that's not working. Okay, I'll turn my TV on, and it looks like we might have signal on. It's heating up like we got signal, I'll tell you that. Sucker's heating up pretty quick. Real quick, it's super hot now. Wonderful. But I'm not seeing it stop anywhere. So I don't know if we've got channel or not yet. VTX, we're going to call it a day on the VTX. That's not happening. Oh, and it interfered with my live thing, didn't it? God darn it, come on. Tell me you're not doing that. Just, let's go. Let's see if I can, it's obviously frozen some of my stuff here. So let's see if I can get that fixed. I sometimes use these VTXs and it just kills everything. All right, so this, I'm waiting for it to come on. Our videos are freezing left and right now. I hate when that happens. And that would be that camera above me, of course. So we'll put this in here, and we'll put the cable with it. Okay. That's pretty much it. I think that this entire thing has gone to crap. It's a shame. It's a shame the whole table's dirty too now. Our tester came in handy, but we put it away. And then we'll save the rest of these pieces. One, two, and all these screws that go with it. Let's see if we can get our top cam back. I don't know if this VTX shut down the Wi-Fi on it or not. So let me check real quick. See if we can start it back up. Oh, what a mess. Hey, I think we're back. What? There we go. Looks like we're back. All right, so I'm going to put these in the bag together, all this crap. Folks, that wraps it up. I mean, there's nothing more upsetting than watching bad product continue to be put out. And the Caddx is a bad product. I have no reason to say anything positive about it. It's a bad product. You know, it's like, hey, Caddx, did you know that your antenna on your Vista sucks too? And if you take it off, you risk tearing the whole damn board up and the UFL coming out, and then you screw your customers over. I mean, come on, guys. They know these things happen, and they're not doing anything about it. And that's what sucks. So I assume they know, because there's no way. Well, I say no way. Maybe they don't do their R&D or their quality control. Sure as heck don't mind letting other people who work hard for their money do it. That pisses me off. Oh. All right, so those are the parts. Sorry, I know I'm rambling here. It is unfortunate. But, all right, so here we go. So that was a big waste of time. I'm gonna have to edit this video down because there's a bunch of me looking at those boards and stuff. It's just a big waste of time. So Scott, I apologize. I'm very sorry for you that this happened. My Lord, I mean, this is just obliterated. So I'm gonna tell HGLRC that they owe you a new drone, and you're gonna be getting a new one, and that's because that's what you deserve. Too many things went wrong on this one. It shouldn't have happened that way. So, all right, Scott, that's yours. I wish you the best, and you'll be getting an email about that, okay? So just check your email out. Guys, for everybody else, look, I sometimes go on my rants and stuff, and I get it, and you know, it's just me. You don't have to like it, but I mean, you can easily turn this off then. But the product was made, the product itself is decent. The components on it are not. Oh yeah, this is the flight controller that caught on fire, but this one is actually workable. It's fit in this itty bitty tiny baggie here. Hey babe,
Yes.
you have more baggies, right?
More what?
Baggies, like the Ziploc, the small, the medium one, these ones.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna put those in that and get Scott his new one. But again, guys, what I was gonna say was, you know, stuff happens and all, but this is pretty terrible. I mean, the quality of some of this stuff. So Caddx, I'd like to know where you stand on that. I think it's fair to put the ball in your court and say, hey, you're putting out a crappy product. I think you know it. And I'd like to know what you're going to do about it, if you're going to start fixing these things up properly, because it's taking a lot out of the customer. All right. Other than that, guys, if you have any questions, please always follow our Facebook page, join our group there. You can post questions for our groups there. Sorry about this longer video. I did not expect it to be cleaning burned stuff up. If you have any questions, go there, and then guys there will be able to help you, and so will I. And then please always follow us on Facebook, guys. Appreciate your support, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay? We're going to keep doing more videos, but your subscriptions help, all right? Other than that, God bless, be safe, have fun, and spend time with your family, guys. You don't know how much time you have left, so please make the most of it. You can always fly later, and we will talk to you soon. Peace.